There it is. Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to a little bit of warm-up. Enter the Gungeon as we play the pilot. Because I figured out how to actually get that damn wheel to go. You know what? Give me the gold pistol as well. Almost forgot that thing existed. Hard to believe that that's not like a mod or something. That's built into the game. You get to have a second gun. A second starting gun. All right. Keep of the Lead Lord. You know what I would love on this run? Fight LJ. It's been not LJ. No, what's his name? What's the other guy? Old King? Fight the Old King. Look, it has been a while since I've played Gungeon, okay? If we're gonna do warm-ups, you gotta give me a little bit of a break, okay? X says BCDD20T. Man, I really don't want to. I was talking about being a little bit like, just kind of exhausted from like Elden Ring bosses. Man, BCDD20T is another like form of exhaustion. Subtly different in its own right, but those runs, man, they get to be a little bit much after a while. Especially if you were just trying to get the game to give you lucky equipment drops so you can actually have a good chance of winning. X says it's the try-hard modes you need a break from. That might be the case, but there are, there are difficult games that I want to play, there are difficult games that I like. I suppose it's more of a balance thing, a game can't be too difficult. Makes you appreciate finely balanced games like a fine wine or a lovely sweet port. And of course, anything that's like a puzzle game, it's hard in its own right. It's hard just because it's supposed to be hard. You gotta figure it out and then you feel smart. I'm talking about you, Baba is you. When's Baba is 2? That's such a good name. And it could be TOO, Baba is 2. I really hope, okay, I was gonna say I hope that guy is working on another game. He already made Baba is Taxes, which I never played. I don't want Baba is Taxes, I want Baba is 2. Dragonblade, welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome to the Gungeon warm-up runs. We picked up the JK-47, actually an upgrade to the starting pistol, so I'll take it. It might be one of the, better puzzle games I've ever played. Baba is You. It's just such a quality experience. I know it's not really a puzzle game, but I keep coming back to Into the Breach. That's another one of those games that's difficult, but it's fair. It's fair enough. And it certainly is fun. I should definitely play more of that at some point. I made the hand afraid? I didn't know that was a thing. But the hand is not afraid when it's trying to grab me, only when it's floating. That's weird. That's real weird. How about Into the Breach, says Segas Jr. You goddamn genius. You're right. It's another pun. It's another play on words. And it could be TOO, Into the Breach. There you go. You got a floopy rifle there. Hey, it's not about if your gun floops, it's about how it shoots. Wish you could make the hand afraid in Elden Ring. Oh yeah. Man, I forgot those enemies. The Norse says, I never finished Baba. I was apparently too... I never finished Baba. I was apparently too Shrek, but I'd play Baba is 2 in a heartbeat. I appreciate the use of emotes instead of words, then I can make my own meaning. You were too grumpy living in a swamp, kicking out intruders. Oh, I'm not gonna push away a bomb. Well, we're going down to the bonus floor. We kind of have to crack on the lockpick. There is a key in the shop. Was there two or just one? Just one. Errand for 55. If we get a key drop, maybe we'll buy that. Getting compared to Shrek is a compliment if you ask me, says the Nor. You would. True that. When you get older, do you find yourself starting to consider Shrek's opinions a little bit more validly than you used to? Guy just wanted to be left alone in his own swamp, right? As you grow older, do you find yourself becoming more like Heisenberg? I've never actually watched Breaking Bad, although like 2 weeks ago I did spend like 4 hours reading the entire plot synopsis of the series on Wikipedia. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you're just like, you know what? Give it to me, give it to me, world. I want it all. I want all the knowledge. Well, 25% on the lockpick. Not great, not great. Yeah. X says, I used to think this boss was hard. So Gatling Gull, it's one of those fights in Gungeon where it's easier in turbo mode because your movement speed is, the buff to your movement speed is greater than the buff to the enemy bullet speed. So walking around Gatling Gull is easier in turbo mode. That's not true in a lot of bosses because of other issues, but for Gatling Gull, I do think turbo mode is a little bit easier. That being said, Gatling Gull is still very easy. Should have watched it without spoiling yourself. Here's the thing, if I end up watching it in like, I don't know, 12 years, I'll have forgotten. That or I'll still enjoy it because spoilers don't really bug me too much. I'm not really the type of person to get upset about spoilers. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. It doesn't affect my experience, really. The North says Breaking Bad is probably my favorite series ever. Granted, I'm not very well versed when it comes to watching stuff. That's the thing, like, I haven't watched TV in like 10 years, if not more. Like, I own a TV. It's not for watching TV. Any popular TV series made in the last 20 years, I probably have not seen. I've watched like classic sci-fi shows because I'm a big, huge nerd. So like X-Files, Star Trek, you know, I've seen those. Anything from like The Sopranos on though, haven't seen. Especially if it's like HBO, Showtime, anything on cable. It's like, I didn't grow up with cable television. I grew up with 2 channels. Didn't watch a lot of TV. I lived in the middle of bum-ass nowhere. I couldn't even watch anything blurry because we got rid of, the analog receivers. It all went digital. If you don't get signal, you don't get the show. Which was a big negative, I think, for the broadcasting of television, because at least you could still like hear it, you could still see it, right? All right, let's actually, I didn't really watch too much TV before or after. Shinigami X also says Breaking Bad is awesome. I mean, I know it's a good show. Probably not good for the people who, own the house that it took place in. They probably still have people trying to throw pizzas on their roof. I find that hilarious that people will go to the house that they didn't actually record it there. They just used the outside of the house for the outside of the house scenes in Breaking Bad. People will go there and throw pizzas on the roof. What is the matter with you? It's so inconvenient for who lives there. If you ever rent your house out for a production company, make sure you get it in writing, no pizzas on the roof. But it's hilarious. Not for the people who live there, you got rotten pizza on your roof. Every day. You know what? I would let people throw pizzas on my roof, but you have to have a second one that I can eat. There you go, how about that? Free pizza for the owner. Well, I'm not gonna eat roof pizza. I'll eat a pizza that they give me. If you want roof pizza, go ahead. Oh, wrong direction. Roof pizza, a new delicacy. Yeah, if you want like leaves and dead bugs on your pizza and pieces of shingles. Roof pizza greater than pineapple pizza, says Dr. Burgos. There's nothing wrong with pineapple. I bet you, if you ate pineapple pizza, it would be fine. Because the problem's not with the pineapple, the problem's with the Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon is not a good pizza topping. I will go to the grave with that opinion. I don't order pineapple pizza, but I'll eat it when it's there, says X. Absolutely. Like me with mushrooms. I'm not gonna pick out the mushrooms on a pizza or in a sauce, but I'm not gonna add them when I'm doing the cooking. Ashen Rand says, put it in the oven, it'll burn everything bad. I mean, pizzas do cook at like, there's a couple of questions here with that one, Ashen Rand. First of all, yes, pizzas do cook at like 500 degrees, but second of all, are you throwing a raw pizza up on the roof and then you cook it? Or are you cooking it twice, which probably just means you're gonna eat burnt pizza. Which, if I had to choose, I'd rather have Canadian bacon than burnt pizza. Ashen Rand says, I eat whatever I want and I'll do it in front of people who judge me to make them rage a lot. You know? More power to you if you can get people raging just off of what you eat. But considering what makes people rage in this day and age, it's probably not that hard to get people to rage. What do we have that's good? You know, if we're lucky, we can find the crest drop off not through that room. Where'd you go? Tomato, sweet corn, and pineapple pasta bake. Anyone says too spicy. Tomato pasta bake. Isn't that just pasta? I think the lady in the house that got pizza took to sitting to her porch with a shotgun to spare prospective pizza tossers off. See, I wouldn't do that because it means that people might not. Oh, you dick! I didn't recognize you for a minute there. I don't want to scare people off from giving me pizza. You have to still give me a pizza. Pasta bake. Isn't it? I mean, what is a pasta bake? Isn't that just like is a pasta in a pan in the oven? I think we would have been better off coming over here to fight this guy. Yeah. Get wrecked, scrub. There we go. Also, why am I not using this in hindsight? Cook your sauce, cook your pasta, combine it in a casserole dish, cheese on top, and bake. Yeah, like a pasta casserole. Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it. Draft says, I remember when the Tangler synergy that makes it into a circle used to crash the Switch. What didn't crash the Switch? Gungeon is not the most Switch optimized game, is it? Come on, swing! Alright, you know what? There you go. How are you not scared? That guy wasn't scared of me. Hold on. Put this here. It got way better in the last patch it got on the Switch. Okay. X says, I'm about to try a cheddar bacon burger on a pretzel bun. Stop. I can only get so hungry. Does sound pretty good. Burger on a pretzel? Oh. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. 6. Dude. 1, 2. Thank you. Little double theft. That's why we're gonna be keeping this D-pad for a while. Whatever. I did it for the ammo, you son of a gun. No, it's just more. Oh, you're jammed. Right. We are a little bit more jammy now, aren't we? I gotta start using better guns. All right. Laser rifle and Tangler. Whoa! I wasn't even over there and he shot that barrel. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Username says, I had a burger once with grilled cheese with mac and cheese as buns. Like, pressed mac and cheese, like toasted on both sides. That also sounds pretty good. It sounds weird, but sounds cheesy. Cheesy. Whoa, 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 whoa. This gun is way too slow. Let's go for a laser rifle. We can switch to the Tangler for the rockets. There we go. X says, sounds like a knife and fork kind of thing. You can make like a solid enough patty of macaroni and cheese if you just kind of like fry it up a little bit. Go for maybe this. Gunslinger's ashes and frost bullets? Oh. Ring of ethereal form, the ghost with the most. Maybe one of these days we'll actually, like, you know, fight the old king. It's okay. I actually need to go to, like, the grocery store, and all of this talk about food is only making that more apparent. I have, like, no food. I'm out of sandwiches, I'm out of, like, burrito mixing, I gotta cook, I gotta buy. X says, I'm so hungry right now. I'm also, like, hungry. I haven't had, like, a good dinner in a few days. I've been eating lots of crackers, and I'm all out of cheese. It's so sad. No. Last night I had some salad. We had some salad. I had some salad. There's no salad left, so tonight we're gonna have to scrounge. Tell you what, donate 20 bucks and I'll buy anything from the store and eat it. X says I've had hot dogs on my lazy days. I'm out of hot dogs. Yeah, Twitch chat's shopping list. I'll buy what you tell me to buy. I'll make what you tell me to make. I'll post pictures of it and everything, and I'll give you a rating, 1 to 10. screwed, dude. X says, I had ketchup, Kewpie mayo, mustard, paprika, salt, pepper, so good. Yes, you just described a hot dog. How's that different from any other hot dog? Yeah, I have a hot dog. I also put cheese on it. It's like, oh, yeah? Pork says, I've been thinking about making rice tonight. I haven't cooked in a while. It's been stupid hot. It has been hot lately. Personally, for me, it's just more of just been like a energy thing. I just have been, I've been dead inside on occasion. Lack of sleep. I think, honestly, I slept for like 11 hours last night. I think I just needed a good night's sleep. Laser rifle, that's what we had. Sounds like a god tier hot dog. For a god tier man. That's why I like having lots of crackers, because if I have no desire to eat, get some crackers, get some cheese, get some like little pre-sliced things of salami. Baby, you got a stew going. Goodbye, gun. Gun with a face in it, or bottle of gun with a face in it. Some people eat them naked, just raw dog it. I know, says X. Just raw dog a hot dog on a piece of bread? Come on, man. It's like, come on. I see the gun muncher. Let's fight the boss first. I didn't know we were this cursed. I know that people like delicious, yummy, caramelized onions. Those are pretty good. I'm a big fan of raw onions. I'm not gonna put them on everything. I'm not gonna put them on in a pasta. You gotta cook that stuff. But like, raw onions on a burger, on a hot dog? They're freaking delicious, man. I don't even know why I'm using this. This is not a boss killing weapon. And garlic says X. Yeah, garlic too. I feel like you gotta cook the garlic though. Disposable says, dried up onion crumbles on hot dog. What is an onion crumble? What is a dried up onion crumble? Is this like onion powder? Oh, fried onions. Oh, yeah, okay. I could see that. At least it's adding like a texture to it. A little bit of a crunch. Yeah, I don't ammo. You know, I will gun munch. We've got garbage we can dump. I'm gonna keep Particulator though. It's fun. But I will dump the... I'm gonna call it the Onion Slinger's ashes. Really the... Blue... Brown, blue. Get a machine pistol. Woo! Time to lag the game, yeah! Actually says, I love me some crispy crumble onions. Some crunions, if you will. Let's see. Laser rifle particulator. I wish that the extra shots that the particulator fires could actually light enemies on fire, but it doesn't. Only the main bullet can. I wish these bullets were a little bit smarter and dodged terrain. Asher Ren also says dried onions are good. Eh, they're fine. You weirdos! Yeah, when does this game get hard again? At some point. You know what? Don't answer that question, because as soon as I asked it, I remembered the answer. It gets hard again when we want it to get hard again. When we turn on those modifiers, which I don't want to do. At least it's a different topic, Abe says X. Yeah, we're not talking about video games, now you're just making me hungry. Hello? Triple crossbow. Well, if we find sticky crossbow, that's a pretty good synergy. I like Particulator, man. Just don't use this as a boss killing gun and you'll be happy. Walk into a room, take a pot shot. What's wrong with your gun, dude? My man got the short end of the barrel. Or in a room like this is also pretty good. Just take a peek, take a shot, murder everything automatically. Thank you. What boss do you think? Wallmonger? Probably Wallmonger. We just fought Wallmonger though, but Wallmonger is pretty common. It's kind of hoping for kill pillars, honestly. It's been a while since I've seen them. Good old kill pillars. You know what I should do? If I feel like I want to play more Gungeon, maybe I should actually try out some of those mods people keep yelling at me about. Abe, have you played with any, like, Gungeon mods? No, none of them are very good. Do it anyways. Well, did it with FTL. I did it with Slay the Spire. I could look at little Timmy's Bulletkin mod. Ashen Ren says priests. Priest. Possible, yes? I think the game's lying. I don't think it's gonna be Wallmonger. I think it's gonna be Kill Pillars, though. Immediately, I don't think it's gonna be Priest, because that's like the rarest boss. That should at least give you mapping for the current floor. Come on. Not even gonna give me mapping for the current floor game. What are you doing? Too Spicy says, is the hard mode mod good? I don't know. It is Wallmonger. Need to switch it up a bit. That's fine. Charge shot should be okay. Man, this boss is so easy when you don't have snipers shooting you all the time. Some bosses are more rare. Like, I think realistically the answer is no, but technically the answer is yes. Like the game will randomly select an appropriate boss and it doesn't have any priority on one or another. But I think that the reason why the High Priest is so rare is because you can only enter his arena from like the sides. And as a result, the game can't fit it sometimes, and when the game can't fit the High Priest arena, it just picks a boss it can fit, which is Kill Pillars and Wallmonger. I think. Because like I really do feel like the High Priest, I fight it like 10% of the time. And I think it has something to do with the size of the arena and the fact you can only enter from the left or the right side and not from the bottom or the top. And it just makes it really hard for the game to like fit it in, so it doesn't sometimes. It feels like it has no problem with Wallmonger. Wallmonger you fight all the time, and it's another boss that you can only enter from the side. So I don't know, maybe there's something about the High Priest fight that just doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. It's weird like that. It's weird. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna dump you. Excuse me. Glitch Beholder is pretty rare, says the Nor. Yeah. Haven't fought that guy much. It's true. Very true. Why am I trying to get more money? We're fighting jammed enemies. They're gonna drop so much cash for us. I do see this though. Ashen Ren says, I found a glitch chest twice in 200 hours of Gungeon. Honestly, that's pretty good. That's above average, I think. I feel like most people don't even find it that much. Yeah, we're good. The North says, by the way, Abe, speaking of new games, have you ever played 4X stuff? Actually, yeah, I used to when I was younger. I used to play a lot of 4X stuff. Expand, Exploit, Exterminate, and I forget what the other X was. Not so much nowadays, though. Grand strategy, 4X games, I think the last game of that ilk that I played was Endless Space, I think. That counts, right? And even that one, I was like, eh. God, it's so tanky. It didn't seem like there was a lot of depth to it, I think. Work of cash. There goes my recommendations. I mean, you can still recommend games to me that you might think would be good. I feel like 4X is not a genre that really gets developed that much anymore. Haven't played a lot of 4X, also have not played X4, but I think I have played X3 a little bit. Actually, I had a key for X4 that I never actually launched even. I was going to, but then I was like, I don't really care. / I don't have time. Maybe I should do something with that one of these days. Yeah, rocket-powered bullets. Nice. 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 I was going to suggest Thea 1 or 2 or Ador New Horizons, but they're both oddballs. I have never even heard of those words before. Are those words? Is that English? Hey, Mud, how's it going? About damn time you showed up. Boy. How you doing? How was your day today? Assume you had work. How was work? Working hard or hardly working? Gexter says, I agree. Feel like I haven't seen any new 4X games for ages. Used to love them. I mean, so I'll admit the only ones that I've ever really like played are old ones, because you could just download them from the internet. I don't know what a 4X is, Ashen Rand. A classic 4X game is kind of like grand strategy in space. You have a planet, you colonize a local planet, gather the resources, build a ship fleet, go to another part of the galaxy, wreak havoc. Not too many of them. I only know of a couple, and again, they are mostly older titles, except for Endless Space, which is a more newer title. But I can't actually remember the name of them. Masters of Orion was one, right? That was a big series back in the day. Never actually played that one though. I think that's a more older title, but it checks out. Like Spores? Not really like Spores. Also never heard or seen anything about them from anyone else as the Nor. I feel like it is a particular niche, isn't it? I mean, is Civilization 4X? Or what is the genre type for that? So I guess that's probably the most mainstream one, right? I feel like I'm not getting my bang for the buck on this run right now. We have a lot of curse, but no real coolness to go along with it. Or rather, no real coolness enablers. I don't even have the crit gun. Stellaris is also up there. That's another one that I haven't... The name rings a bell, yeah. Haven't played it. Oh, lag! Go ahead. Age of Wonders, Endless Blank as well. Yeah, as mentioned, Endless Space. But, wasn't there an Endless Space 2? I feel like there was. Age of Wonders. It's a 4X. What other games, chat, do you want to see more of? What other genres interest you? Boomer shooters? Otter says Humankind. Haven't heard of that one. Hey, Balu Bear. Boomer shooters, please play Ultra Kill. Send me a copy of Ultra Kill, then I'll play it. Dead Space 3 would be awesome. I still have not played that. Maybe one day. Sunlight Javelin, Void Shotgun. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what we buy. Oh, Valdis, huh? Never heard of it. What is that? Some sort of a game or something? I do love the Dead Space franchise. I just wish they didn't screw up 3 as much as they did. Ruined any hope for 4. And then the remake. I still have not played the remake because I can't. The game literally doesn't run on my computer well enough. Garbage optimization. I gotta figure out if I can get it to run now since I upgraded my, Oh no, I did upgrade my graphics card. I have to see if I can get it to run since I have the stream machine. That's what it is. Last time I tried to play Dead Space Remake, it just stuttered like mad, but I don't know, I hate to say it, but a lot of newer games that I've been playing lately just stutter until they like rebuild their shaders and then it runs fine. Maybe I just need to like launch the game and just let it run for like 30 minutes. That might actually, like, solve any problems I'm having. The North says, I liked Dead Space quite a bit. My underwear didn't, though. What, you got some tidy whities or something? Dead Space 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time. Really is. I haven't replayed it recently, but it's just so much fun. What does the most damage? Some boom shoots would be nice as a username. Again, I gotta like play through Dead Space one of these days. Not a mimic. Okay, good. That's always the worry on this fight. It's gonna be a mimic. In Dead Space, you're extra strong. No, you're Isaac. Potter says, I enjoy the Yakuza, not everyone else does. I know that the Yakuza games are like one of GT Cork's favorite games. Me, I've only seen minor amounts of footage from them, and I never have any idea what the hell's going on in those games. I just don't. Every time I look at the screen, it's something else happening, and it's just off the walls. That's kind of the point, I feel like, isn't it? It's so off the walls that you have no idea what the hell's happening. One moment you could be fighting Yakuza on the streets, the next you're running a maid cafe, and I'm like, what? Wait, where'd you get that chest from? Don't worry about it, Ice Shadows. It's my little Gungeon secret. Where'd that chest come from? You just don't have chests in your pocket? Boy, I wish I had some chests in my pocket. No, get out of here. God, he's so fast. All the mini games. Yeah, the Yakuza games are just WTF. They're very wild. Again, I feel like that's probably part of their draw, isn't it? The karaoke is always top tier, says actually. Oh god. Like, do you mean like the mini game mechanics, or do they have actual like karaoke voice actors? Like, I always love the karaoke segments. Username says, on the topic of Ultra Kill, the community is really something else. If you do stream it, I would put it on follower for 5-minute kind of thing on the stream. Not sure I understand what you mean. The community is something else. Like, good? The cinematics from the karaoke will send you places. I see. I didn't even think about that. You're probably literally getting sent places. Like, you're in the, you know, the padded room, and then in a second you're gonna be like on the beach. I can see clearly now. In a bad way is his username. Oh, okay. I should just play Doom though. The original boomer shooter, right? I still don't like that genre descriptor for it. Boomer shooter. It's not a shooter for boomers. Is it boom as in like boom, 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 boom? I don't know. Yeah, retro FPS. I could see that. I don't know, you could probably say like action shooter or something. You can make like another descriptor for it, but No other game has like a time period associated with the genre title, you know? It's like it's like if it's like if instead of a like JRPG they called it Weeb RPGs or something. Like, what? That's a strange name for it, you know? Arena shooters. You're not always in an arena though, you know? Again, like that's like where the shooter takes place. Also call it like a deathmatch shooter, right? A zoomer shooter? Fortnite? Stop, stop, stop. There you go. I don't know. I'm not the one who sets the names of these things though, so what do I know? The North says, I love that it was called boomer shooters before boomers were a thing, and then the genre kind of died out, and now only boomers play boomer shooters. There's nothing wrong with a boomer shooter. Ah, I got like something in my eye. Ugh. Also, I wouldn't say the genre died out. It evolved. You know, first person, third person, shooters, RPGs, the addition of, you know, cover-based shooters. You know, just evolved over time. And now we're kind of getting a resurgence of the original formula because, A, not all of the new mechanics that have been added and evolved over time are fun or good, but also the indie sphere has an easier time with games with fewer mechanics. So it's just easier to make an older styled, you know, pixel graphic, lower mechanic, no reloading shooter game because you don't have to worry about some of those mechanics that add complexity to it. The North says, Abe, did you ever play Fury? If not, do. I played Fury as well as Fury Demake, which is a pixel-based version of the first fight from Fury. Made by the same developer as kind of like a what if. What if we actually did make a full 2D pixel art version of our game? Fury's good. I enjoyed it when I played it. I didn't like a few things about it, and some of the boss fights were not that interesting, but it was fun. North says, oh sorry, Ashen Ren says, and then there's me who loved Katana Zero. I liked Katana Zero. Isn't there gonna be like a big DLC or sequel drop at some point that never is actually gonna happen because it's probably stuck in developer hell? Never understood this boomer thing. It's so stupid. It's people born after World War II. I mean, it's because there was a boom. But that's it. That's the reason. That's the reason they're not called like Generation V or whatever they were. W? I don't know. Just because it was a boom. Things were booming. Mystery solved. Free DLC probably won't release. I didn't realize that the Katana Zero DLC was planned to be free. What's with all the free DLC? Risk of Rain, Katana Zero. I'll pay for the content. Shut up and take my money! Final fight, what do we got? Not that much. You know, we got Shade's Revolver. Low IQ word. I'd pay for games who deserve it, says Ashen Rand. Are you telling me you also sail the high seas? Because that's, you know, reading between the lines there. That's what you're saying. You know, I can't condone that type of thing on YouTube or Twitch. Ask me in real life, then we'll talk. Yar har, matey. Did you buy the DLC gun in Gungeon? Oh, the microtransaction gun? Beer Coaster's welcome. Isn't that a joke because you just unlock it normally in the game? The honest answer to the question is I don't have any of the like Gungeon DLC stuff. If there's like soundtracks or art book or the gun, I don't have any of that stuff. But also, it's not a good gun. Not a great gun. It's got its uses, though. I like that it can be used as a key. Oh, meant for the person who buys DLCs if they deserve it. Okay. I get the question. I understand what you mean. Would you buy DLCs that don't actually really add that much to the experience because it supports the developers? Would you buy art books? Would you buy soundtracks? Would you buy garbage content or parody content? I do buy some of that stuff on occasion if I really like it. Like if I really like the soundtrack to a game, I'll buy the soundtrack. Funnily enough, I think I've bought FTL soundtrack like 3 times. I think I still have a gift copy of FTL actually in my Steam library. But yeah, I'll do that sometimes. Sometimes you can just download the soundtracks for free. Even then, maybe I'll buy the soundtrack just to support a good developer. Especially when it's like an indie developer or something like that. You know, I'm not gonna buy the Doom soundtrack. It's like, I don't know, the Doom soundtrack, like the new Doom soundtracks feel a little bit generic. Like, replace any level music with another level's music and I probably wouldn't be able to recognize it. But Slug Nebula's soundtrack theme from FTL, that'll stick with me forever. How am I using this gun? Let's switch. Soundtracks, books, figurines. I hate when they advertise like figurines or models and then they stop making them. It's like, yeah, okay, I didn't buy it initially. Now I'll never be able to own it. Sniffle. I wanted my Bulletkin plushie dodge roll. And now I'll never be able to have one. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm blanking because of the Holy Grail. Whoa, wait, stop. Thank you. It's another boss where I think you could spawn the chest on him and then he would just be completely screwed, funnily enough. Anyways, you're dead. Very, very good run. Took a little bit of damage at the end there. Cursed for a lot of it. Didn't really get a lot of value out of the curse. This is the danger of curse. If you have a lot of it, it hurts you more than it helps you. You have to have a reason to have the curse for it to actually be beneficial. Still, fun run, good warm-up, double warm-up of the Gungeon variety. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.